Today, I'm going to give you my 6 tips on how you can get shit done. If you're not already, get subscribed, turn on notifications, that way you'll never miss an upload. Now, number 1, set clear goals. What do you want to achieve? If you don't know what you want to achieve, then how are you going to get there? How are you going to achieve it? So set some clear goals to where you want to be in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, and in 20 years. What do you want to have achieved by the time you get there? It's crucially important that you know that. Like, you've got to have some goals to what you want to achieve. If you don't have goals, like what are you aiming for? It's like having a football match with no goalposts at the end of the match. I know many people in business that all they're doing is kicking a ball around all day because they're not actually aiming for anything, or they don't know what they're aiming for, and they're just going to work, getting on day by day, innit? That's what they say. No! Listen, no successful business has got success by not knowing what they're looking to achieve. They've got success by having a clear goal in mind, and then number 2, having a plan that gets them to that goal. So number 2, get a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan to get you towards your goal. Now, it might be that plan changes, but that's fine. That's what plans are about. Listen, business plans, like when you go borrow money from a bank, right, they'll ask you for a business plan, and they want to know every freaking detail you can give them about business. But the reality is, the day you open that business, the business plan's going to change. The day you open that business, it changes because something will change. It's fluid. It has to be. Because if it was so strict and so rigid, it just won't work. I don't know any successful person that's still working to the same business plan that they had when they first started their business. It don't happen. It doesn't happen. Like, set goals. And I would actually set high goals. Like, be extravagant. Aim high and miss. Don't aim low and hit. Okay? Set a plan, a clear action plan in place for that goal. Super important. And you don't want it just in here. It cannot just be up here. It has to be written down. Like, it has to be written down and put it somewhere you're going to see it on a regular basis. So for instance, like let's just say one of your goals is you want to become a millionaire, right? Put it somewhere so that you see it all the time and it's ingrained in there. Maybe put it on your screensaver, so every time you open your laptop, it says you're going to be a millionaire. Or maybe that you want to own 20 houses. My goal is to own 20 houses. Great. So put it somewhere. Have a picture of 20 houses with you in the middle, like being all proud and holding it up. Like, just do that. Like, honestly, I think it was Jim Carrey. I'm sure it was Jim Carrey. He wrote himself a check and he even dated it, and I'm sure it was for like $10 million or something like that. I don't know the exact figures, but I remember reading this. He wrote himself a check and he put a date on it, and then he gave it to somebody. And that was his goal. He wanted to earn that amount of money by this date. And it actually came true. Now, I get it. You've got a massive goal. You've got a nice plan in place. But sometimes it can seem unachievable. Sometimes it can seem like it's just too much. I know what it's like. You're just thinking this is just too much. Like at the start of lockdown, I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get in a bit better shape. And I instructed a coach, come on board, he helped me. And I wanted to lose 1.5 stone. And like, I'm thinking to myself, 1.5 stone is a lot of weight. But you see, I'm thinking that's the goal. The goal is I want to lose 1.5 stone. And I said, we set a plan in place. We have a daily plan in place. But I'm still thinking to myself, that's a lot. And I can feel my negativity coming back in, saying, well, you're not going to lose 1.5 stone, so just what's the point in even trying? I get it. This is where number 3 comes in. Set daily and weekly targets to get you towards that goal. So it might be I want to lose 1.5 stone. That's my long-term goal. But my short-term goal for this week is to lose a pound. Or to lose, I don't know, 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms, whatever, I don't know. So have smaller daily or weekly targets that you can hit in the aim to get to the bigger goal. So, number 1, set goals, set them high, set them big. Number 2, have a clear action plan that gets you towards that goal. Number 3, have daily or weekly targets that you can hit that get you towards that goal. Biggest time saver of all I'm going to give you. And you do this and you're going to get so much shit done you wouldn't believe. Get off your phones. Stop spending so long on social media. Stop spending so long looking at TikTok and watching YouTube and watching pictures of cats meowing. Seriously. I don't know why people are so addicted to these. I get it. It's funny. I get it. Sometimes it's easy just to lay in your bed and just scroll through and have a little laugh at whatever people are up to. But honestly, it's the biggest time killer of all. On the new Apple phone, I don't know about all you people that have got Androids, in here it tells you how long you spend every day on social media. Have a look at that. You'll be shocked. Like, honestly, you'll be shocked. So you stop spending so long on social media, you'll probably find you're saving yourself 5 to 6 hours a day. How much can you get done in 5 to 6 hours a day? 5 hours a day times, let's say you work 7 days a week, that's 35 hours a week. That's a working week. You've pretty much got an additional working week, pretty much, if you just stop playing on social media. Interesting thought, yeah? Okay, next. Another massive time saver it's going to do here. One of the biggest things that used to take time off me was responding to social media messages, emails, and just voicemails and people inquiring to do business with me and things like that. So I decided I'd had enough of it and I didn't want to have to keep responding to loads of people. So I then outsourced it. I got a virtual PA and I've got somebody who manages now all my social media, my emails and my phones. And I don't have to like speak to everybody on a daily basis. I was getting 40 to 50 messages a day of people just wanting to have a conversation, like wanting to ask advice, wanting to do this, wanting to do that. It actually takes an awful lot of time up. So I outsourced it, and the instructions I've given them is if it's important, send it on to me. And I work very closely with this person, so we talk every day, and they send on the important messages to me, and I deal with them. But otherwise, they respond on my behalf, and it's all good. But it's saving me at least an hour a day. At least, probably more, probably like 2 hours a day. And also, it gives me time to have a bit of downtime. So when I'm like in the evenings, when everything's quieting down, I don't have to have my laptop on my lap, scrolling and answering to emails. So that's number 5, okay? See if you can outsource anything in your business. Now, what I would do, go through everything you do on a daily basis, write it down. And then what to do is rank it 1 to 10. 1 being low, 10 being high. 1 being a low value, 10 being a high value. Now, honestly, if you're honest with yourself and you take that hat off that means you're a control freak and you allow somebody else to help you, be honest with how you rank your jobs that you've put down. And anything that ranks under a 5, they're jobs that you can easily outsource. And you'll be surprised at how much time it will save you. Number 6. This reason is a reason I hear all the time. And do you know what? I get it. But you're going to have to sort it out if you want to be successful. Stop procrastinating. Stop thinking about things for so long and never taking action. Listen, you've probably got an idea. You've probably got a brainwave. You've probably got something going on in your head that means actually, do you know what? I should just do that. But then by the time you get around to doing it, it's too late because the moment's passed or because the demand for it is passed. But if you got in at that point, who knows where you'd be? Who knows where you'd be? I was speaking to somebody, an old friend of mine, and he was talking to me about, obviously you guys have all heard of Uber Eats, Just Eats, all that sort of stuff, okay? So Just Eats and Uber Eats have transformed how you order takeaways. But I was speaking to a guy who 20 years ago, he wanted to put together when websites first come out, he wanted to put together a website that had all the food listings on there. So all the listings where truckers could go and they would get a good meal. And I don't know what it was going to call it, but it was very similar to how Uber Eats and Just Eats works. Apart from it listed where you would go, and then it would just tell you exactly how to get there and all the menu and that was there. So it was a very similar idea, a very similar concept. But he didn't do anything about it. He never ever done anything about it. Now, he doesn't say this. I'm not saying it would have been the Uber Eats, but my point being is look what's happened with technology. Maybe if he had done something about that idea 20 years ago, maybe, who knows? Who knows where that would have been now? So my point being is you have ideas all the time. I have ideas all the time. Some of them suck, but some of them could be the next Apple. Some of them could be the next Uber Eats. Some of them could be the next whatever, I don't know. But listen, stop procrastinating. I'm going to add number 7. Number 7, just do whatever it takes. You got to. You got to do whatever it takes if you want to get places. Listen, guys, hope you found that useful. If you have, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, and remember, get shit done. See you next week.